Hey guys, how are you? I'm so sorry. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I've been very, very busy. I'm doing my gift baskets. I had to go into my storage unit to get all my stuff, and I've been doing the most. You know, I have a lot of hustles. I'm also training for my other job, if you want to say. And I'm trying to be out this weekend trying to make this money, this Super Bowl money. You know, doing deliveries, doing the things, doing what I do, because, you know, I just always trying to get this money. I'm always trying to look out for really good deals, like anything that I can find, if I can resell it. If I can buy it for $1, sell it for 2 or 3, whatever, you know. Also, even with my couponing, if I get certain things or if I can make something out of it. Anyway, one of the things that, I had a couple things that came up in conversation through the course of the week or whatever I had put on my list that I had wanted to talk about was, one of them was, do you think, or have you ever been in a relationship with someone who is considered to be a lazy lover? Do you think you're a lazy lover? Have you ever thought about that? And when I say lazy, I don't mean like, do you have a job? Because typically that's what we think of, and we know probably you do, because you got to pay your bills, right? But what this is actually talking about is being lazy in a relationship emotionally. A lot of women complain like their guy does not take them out, or doesn't make any plans to go anywhere, does not come up with the plans. He doesn't take the initiative maybe to call or to check in on them, or, you know, bringing them flowers or whatever it is that she considers to be loving, or whatever she feels like basically she has to initiate it. I've had men say that they felt like their lady was lazy lover because she never initiated the aerobic activity in the bedroom, and so, you know, men consider that, I guess, to be lazy if you don't initiate. I guess women consider laziness, emotionally speaking, like basically like, you know, not texting or not calling, or, you know, just doing those sweet little romantic gestures, things that whatever got you that girl in the first place, okay? Those things, right? Anyway, do you feel like you're not a part of their life, basically? It's like you could live with somebody, but you don't really feel like you're a part of their life. I mean, I think that would be a really bad feeling to kind of go through, or to feel. And I would say likely, you know, I think that men maybe don't realize that they're being a lazy lover. I think it's easy for men to get complacent, is what I have noticed, right? I think women, for the most part, they know, like if they're being lazy, they're usually doing it on purpose. I mean, if a woman is stepping back, she's doing it on purpose, you know, and it's usually because she's tired of the relationship. She's ready for the relationship to end, or whatever, right? Yeah, I think most women, we know what we're doing, because we tend to be more emotional. Not all women. I know that some women are not, but I just kind of feel like that's probably the way it goes. I think guys don't really know. Like, I feel like guys fall into that complacency, but some of them do know they're being lazy. You know, some of them do know. Maybe they like that about you. I mean, I know plenty of guys who have, you know, they're like, it was easier to go back to their ex because she was, you know, he could be complacent. He didn't have to do anything with her. He didn't have to, you know, it was like, for what, you know, I've had guys that have literally said that, like, oh, they just with her because she's easy. And, you know, she's in-house you know, or whatever. And just, like, they didn't have to work for it. Like, I had this one guy say he wasn't dating because he felt like it was too much work. I remember I met somebody like that. I mean, I didn't date him, but I was like, wow, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that could be considered work, maybe, especially for the guy. If the guy is the one who's, you know, putting out, if they're feeling like they're going to have to come up, like maybe guys are just not as creative as women, you know. But these days with the internet, you can literally just Google you can literally Google like good date ideas. But I would say, like, I had this friend of mine ask me this week. He was like, what could anybody get you for a gift, since I make gifts, right? I make my gifts. He was like, what could I get you if I wanted to get you a gift, right? And I thought that was really cute because I know that must be a strange thing. I mean, I've definitely had even friends, like, they're like, what can anybody get you? You have everything. I buy my gifts from you. But my answer to that was, for me, I like the gift of time. You know, I like the gift of time, the gift of loyalty, time, attention. Attention is like really, really important to me. Yeah, time, attention, loyalty, you know, those are gifts to me. Being supportive, those are gifts to me. Those are honestly gifts, because like, I'm not a person who really wants a whole lot of things. I have things and I can get things myself. I mean, sure, I could use, you know, there's always something you could use help with or whatever, but in general, if somebody was to buy me something or spend time with me, I'm going to pick that time, you know, because my love language is quality time and acts of service. So I'm going to give you a good example. This time last year, I was selling my Valentine's gifts with a friend of mine. Well, we were seeing each other, and anyway, he helped me out by loading up his truck and, you know, just helping me sell the gifts, and he stood with me, making sure I was safe and everything. And what was really cool is, even when a guy came up and wanted to buy a gift, he stepped back. He didn't, you know, get jealous or any kind of craziness like that, and he let me deal with it. And when a woman came up, for the most part, then he would kind of step in. I mean, actually, he was a really good helper, but it was time. We spent the whole day together, and he also was supportive. So to me, that was quality time and being supportive, and I really, really appreciated that. Sometimes I have a friend who just call me up and be like, hey, let's go get something to eat or whatever. We're going to spend some time together. Like, it's an hour or whatever. I only got an hour on my lunch break or something like that. To me, that's a gift. I mean, that's a gift, because time is so precious. Like, when you have lost somebody, and I think also when you get to a certain maturity level, and I say maturity level because I've had friends who lost somebody in death when they were young, because I was a kid, I remember, and they were very, very sensitive to time, and I remember them saying things like this. So I think it has to do with more of a maturity level. But for me, definitely, because I know time is something you can't get back. You can't get back time. I mean, you can't get time back. It doesn't matter. You know, today is gone. When today is gone, it's gone, and you'll never have that again, right? So to me, when somebody spends time with me and we enjoy each other's company, I mean, really enjoy each other's company. I'm not talking about spending time with somebody you don't want to be with. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I had to check my phone. But anyway, okay. So yeah, if you get the chance to spend time with somebody, to me, that is the most precious gift. If you like each other's company, if you enjoy each other, right, then to me, time. It's really time and support. That's really, for me, I think, the best gift that anybody can give. I mean, sure, there are little gifts and things that I like. I have my favorite things like anybody else. Like, my girlfriend got me a Chick-fil-A gift certificate. Like, I tell everybody, you know, I love Chick-fil-A. Who doesn't love Chick-fil-A? Right? And then there's like TJ Maxx. I mean, there's like Hobby Lobby. Those are my favorite places, right? But it's like, I would always pick the gift of time with somebody over anything tangible, right? Because but I mean, basically, you can tell when somebody is not lazy in a relationship and they want to give equally amount of energy that you want to give, right? So it's kind of like I had some notes I had written down, like, you can ask yourself, do you feel heard by them? Do they call you all the time to check on you, to see how you're doing, see how your day is going, you know, like your health, your food? It's kind of like, hey, I'm checking on you, you know, where are you at? I honestly have to say that I was in a long distance relationship with my second husband, and before he moved up here to the area. Well, yeah, I guess you could say it was a relationship, but it was like officially not official anything, because I had, you know, I had lost my husband and everything, and I really wasn't trying to see anybody. But I was in school up here. I was finishing up my license for esthetician. Anyway, and he was very good at, like, I mean, when I say he checked in with me, I mean, he knew where I was at every time of the day, he knew where I was at, where I was going. He knew what I ate. I mean, he practically knew like my bathroom schedule. I mean, I had to give it to him. He was on, not only just me, it was my boys too. Like, he came up to visit a couple times, but like, he was on top of their homework. He did all that from long distance, like from Florida, like seriously from Florida. But if you know him, he actually is that way as a person. Like, he's always on the phone talking with his family or whatever, and they're all out of state, and he checks in with them. They know that about him, and he stays on top of, I don't know how he even keeps the track of this, but I definitely noticed this even throughout my marriage. He was very, very busy with keeping on top of his family members and staying connected with them, even though he's out of state. Like, yeah, he was good at that. I remember feeling kind of like wow, he knew more, you know, than some people who were literally like right there next to me, or even in my household that when I was at that time, who I was staying with at the time. I had some family, we were all staying together, we were trying to get our money up and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, so it's like, it can be done. It really just takes a desire, right? So it's like, do they try to add value and interest in your life? It's kind of like, yeah, do they want to add some value to your life? And, you know, are they just trying to take from you? You know, like, if somebody's just trying to take from you, like, they just always, you know, you got to cook, or you got to clean, or you got to do the laundry, or you got to plan the dates, or you got to initiate things, or you're checking on them all the time, or you're always making the first call, or you got to do, if you feel like you got to do everything or whatever, right? Then you're probably with a lazy lover. You're probably literally with a lazy lover. And they're either lazy because they don't know they're lazy, or they're lazy because they actually don't love you that much. They actually really don't love you. Like, you know, maybe it's just convenient. It's just more like convenience, you know. And maybe they do need to be like trained up a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, that was just a very kind of an interesting topic, something that was kind of going through my head this week, and based on some of the conversations and things that I've had this week or whatnot. But anyway, it's getting kind of dark out here, and it's time for me to go home. Bye.